Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 1, called 30 Days Since an Accident. So this is the season premiere of The Walking Dead. I'm sorry if this was a little cluttered in my subscription list. I have a lot of other videos from New York Comic Con I'm uploading at the same time. But I did get to watch Walking Dead, took a little break from editing and stuff, so let's talk about Walking Dead. So this is the return of the show. And we do get to see the aftermath of all these clutter of people from Woodbury coming into the prison. And is this a good thing? It actually seems like people are happy in this episode. Things are going well. Ricky's kind of going back to his old self. Carl's a little suspicious, kind of a little annoying to my liking, but everyone's kind of happy. But then we get some problems. We get Rick, he goes out, he finds a woman, tries to help her. We find out the woman wants to kill Rick and try to help her zombie baby. So we just see a little sub-story with that. Carl, nothing's really going on with him, but he's trying to get used to this community, I guess, and try to learn that he is a kid still. Daryl and Glenn, who else? Tyrese, Sasha, they go out to do a regular pickup and with actually Bethany's new boyfriend, and there's this just awesome scene with these zombies falling out of the floor or falling out of the roof. Awesome scene. So we have some really good zombie action in this episode also, with that group of people, with Glenn also. I think I mentioned Glenn. So I thought that was pretty awesome. And then I think, again, it's just adjusting to having a community of people now. Nothing major for the characters. Let's talk about the ending first. I think that was the biggest part, is that the guy who plays Phoenix and Ferb. I don't know how I know that. I don't really watch the show. But yeah, he's in the show now, and he plays, I guess, a little older kid than Carl. He's kind of the same age as Carl, probably a little older. He gets sick. You can see throughout the whole episode, he's like, oh, I'm not feeling good. And end of the episode, he's like, really, he's about to die, and he turns into a zombie. But he didn't get bitten. Or maybe he did get bitten, but I think the show is, the season is going to be about, like, whoa, how's this virus really expanding now that anyone can get it if you didn't get bitten? And now that's in the air, is it really now a virus that you can catch? Is this going to become a plague in that way? And I think that was really interesting towards the end. I think that's why I really enjoyed this episode a lot, was that ending. Because we haven't had a really good ending to a concept of the zombie apocalypse. I feel like a lot of the endings, shocker endings we've been getting with The Walking Dead, which I've been really disappointed with, is always been deaths. It's always like, alright, Dale died, Andrea died. It's all these people dying. Like, I feel like, alright, now it's starting to become like a gimmick. And I feel like with this season, it really, they're showing, alright, we have this whole entire genre of zombies and apocalypse, let's do something with it. And now they're actually expanding their story with it. And this virus thing is really interesting, and it's going to affect the prison. And I like that it didn't feel like so much, again, I like that it didn't feel like, alright, this person's gonna die. Like, the person who dies in this episode is a random guy, but it meant something. To really show maybe more Bethany's character of like, oh, well, I guess I knew him, that was cool. And she wasn't even upset. She doesn't get upset of death. And really see these community of people, like, how they can't get upset, they have to move on. And really seeing Bethany's character evolve a little, and seeing the relationship with her and Daryl, and really seeing the relationship with all these original casts, and mixing with this community was really fun in this episode. I was really worried, you could probably see my season finale review, I was very worried about this community thing. I thought it'd be like all these random people showing up, and I think with this episode they really worked it well. I think they did a good job with mixing all together, making us feel like these characters have different personalities, but it didn't make you feel like you're overwhelmed when you have to know everyone's name. It just felt like it was a random community, or kind of like Woodbury, but in their prison-like way. It's like we have our main core cast, or I guess semi-main core cast, like Tyrese, I can't think of the other girl's name, but the one who was saved from the season finale, from Woodbury, the only one that was saved from the governor's team. I know she plays Melissa in Teen Wolf, but her, she's kind of like the subcategory, and then the other category, like the children and people have no names. So I thought that was interesting that you felt that way. There are different core type characters, but you don't feel like you have to know everybody, but they had distinct personalities to help our main characters develop a little. And it makes us feel safe but dangerous at the same time, like who do you trust? So I enjoyed that aspect of this episode. But my favorite action scene definitely was when the zombies are falling out of the sky. Because usually you get zombies, you're pushing them through the gate, or you're just shooting them. That was like the best sequence I saw so far from Walking Dead, I think. It's just them falling from the sky. Like, how would you even picture that? And, like, how do you shoot them? And I thought it was just a really great scene. So I had fun with this episode. Was it the best season opener? I thought it was really solid. I would say it was a solid season opener. I wasn't bored by it. Was there action and, like, oh my god moments each and every moment? No, there wasn't. For a season finale, a season opener, sometimes there should be like, oh my god, I can't wait. But they had that ending where you're like, alright, the season could be interesting. I think this is more of a character episode, honestly, just seeing how they adjust. Like, they could be happy for a second, but they always have to be on their guard. And I really like where the characters are at now, kind of very guarded, but at the same time, they know who to trust, really themselves, in their group, and especially that main group since season 2 and before that. I guess Michonne also, I really like how that group has grown, and they're like kind of the counselors of this prison. So I really enjoyed it, honestly, because I feel like the characters are really going to grow from here. So I was surprised by it, maybe because the governor wasn't here, maybe because Andrea wasn't here, but I just liked it a lot better than season 3 so far. But tell me in the comments below, did you like it? Do you think the season's going to be really good? Because I think this was a very good start. I give it 4 stars. Very, very, very solid opener. Definitely watch it. Tell me your speculations in the comments below, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. And I'll see you guys later.